Hey guys, welcome to another video. I really appreciate you joining me today. Today I want to do my full review on the Topo Specter. This is my first pair of Topos I've ever owned, and I'm really impressed. I'm liking them so far. I have about 60 miles on them. I have not really been running long distance runs. About the furthest run I have in these is about 8 miles. So far I've put in 11 runs in it that totaled 60 miles. So I'm averaging, a little over 5 miles a run. On average, I've been using them more like a daily trainer. I've been doing 4 to 8 miles in them. 4 to 6 most days with a couple near 8 mile runs. But that's really all I've done so far. I will say that I think these are will be excellent long run shoes. I'm finding them very comfortable. It has a nice ventilated mesh up at the top that I think is very comfortable. The tongue fits well. It's not real thick, but it's comfortable. It has these Topo shoes have these cool little pieces of material that go through it that hold the laces. It holds the tongue in place. It goes through the laces and it holds the tongue in place, and I find that does a really good job. I really don't know the name for that, but the heel lockdown is wonderful. The fit through the midfoot is great, and I like having the wide toe box that the Topos provide. I've been an ultra wearer for years, so I really do prefer the wide toe box because I like room for my toes to display. So I have been very comfortable in these. They do have a little bit more arch support than my Ultras, but the arch has fit well on me and has been comfortable. They come with a ortholite liner, which I think keeps the smell down, and it's very comfortable. As far as the stack height, these have a 35 millimeter stack height in the heel and a 30 millimeter stack height in the forefoot, so they have the 5 millimeter drop. I was afraid that they would be a little bit too much stack height, but the way they did the midsole, they has a exterior foundation made out of EVA and a small bit of EVA through the bottom, as I understand it. And then there's a Pebax core, which gives it some bounciness. Well, I think that the EVA frame does a really good job of keeping still some stiffness, some firmness in the shoe and not making it too unstable. They also make the platform pretty wide, so it's actually very stable for a 35 millimeter stack height shoe. They've actually put a pretty big rocker on it, so I have found that if I end up needing to walk in a long run, these are very comfortable because there's still plenty of EVA to keep it stiff enough to where you're not sinking down while you walk, but you're able to still roll up through it and actually move at a pretty good pace. It also, when I get a little bit more up on my forefoot, I feel the Pebax foam more. It's a little more bouncy. I don't feel that so much when I'm heel striking heavily, but if I get up a little bit more on my midfoot or forefoot, I definitely feel the Pebax, and it propels me. I have found these actually feel like a fairly fast shoe. The outsole is, you'll see there's quite a bit that's not covered with rubber. That is showing a little bit of wear, as you would expect, but the 2 millimeters of this tough die-cast rubber is actually looking very good. And I have found that it feels very comfortable. I think some rubbers will make a shoe a little more stiff and harsh. Now these aren't real flexible because, like I said, it still has that EVA frame, but it does flex some, and it definitely rolls through your foot strike really well. These are also advertised as being very light, like in a men's size 9, they're only 8.1 ounces. In my men's size 11.5, I'm getting 9.4. So it actually does go up a little over an ounce going up to my size, but it doesn't really feel heavy on foot. I wouldn't say they're the lightest shoe. They're not as light as, like, I've got the new Topo Cyclone 2s, which are super light. So they're like 7.5 ounces in my size men's 11.5. So these are a good bit heavier than that. But I find these, they actually feel really good on my short daily runs I've been doing. I think they would feel good for a recovery run. But I think they're going to be wonderful for a higher paced, longer run. I will use them in longer runs when I get to doing my 6-hour races in the fall or other long runs on pavement. I think these are going to be a go-to choice. They're very comfortable with the wide toe box and the breathability, and the rocker I think will help keep you going, and I've just been very impressed so far. So that's really my update. I've really enjoyed them at 60 miles. I'll give an update when I get more mileage on them. Please watch a little bit of my footage from when I've used the shoes, and other than that, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you like the video, please give it a thumbs up, the like button. If you're interested in more of my content, please consider subscribing to my channel. And other than that, I really appreciate you watching again, and keep moving.